It's 4:30 a.m. in a cramped SEAL training barracks on the edge of Coronado Island. The alarm blares. Jocko Willink's voice cuts through the fog of sleep, firm, uncompromising. Discipline equals freedom, he says. But what does that mean when your body screams to stay in bed? What secret power makes discipline the key to all real freedom? And why is Jocko so obsessed with this brutal mantra? Hold that thought, because once you crack this code, your approach to challenges, work, and life flips upside down. At first, discipline sounds like a leash. Restrictive, punishing, who wants that? But Jocko flips the script. What if the strictest rules actually carve out the most freedom? Let's dismantle that illusion right now. During SEAL training, Jocko wakes before the sun every day, even on weekends. It's not torture, it's a ritual. One morning in Coronado, after freezing cold water, he recalls a comrade ready to quit, because freedom was just about doing whatever you want. Jocko shut that down fast. Discipline wasn't the enemy, it was the gateway. But why? Here, where the loop tightens. Picture discipline like a muscle. Just skipping the gym doesn't make it stronger, right? Jocko's idea. Every decision to show up, every resisted urge to slack off is like lifting a weight. Over time, that discipline muscle doesn't feel heavy. It becomes a natural extension of your will, turning choices that seemed unbearable into second nature. This leads to freedom, true freedom. Not chaos or laziness, but being able to wake up knowing you own your life and your choices. Jocko's point: when you're disciplined, obstacles don't trap you, they're stepping stones. It's surprising, but the tighter your self-rule, the more space you create to thrive in your world. We all know procrastination, the sneaky thief stealing your day. Jocko's not having it. He digs into how discipline smashes delay, turning weakness into unstoppable momentum. Jocko recalls a mission prep in Ramadi where hesitation could kill. Waiting meant failure. So he drilled "do it now" into his team's DNA. One soldier, struggling with a fear of the unknown, was pushed to act immediately. That moment changed the mission's course and forged confidence in split-second action. The secret: staring down delay every day hardwires instant response. Think of energy like a snowball rolling downhill. Jocko argues that knocking out tiny tasks first, making beds, prepping gear, builds momentum like that snowball. Suddenly, the giant project ahead feels lighter. This isn't just metaphor, it's neuroscience. Every completed task sparks dopamine, fueling your drive to tackle the next challenge faster and stronger. Facing a mountain, Jocko slices it into manageable pebbles. For example, his book writing started as daily 300-word bursts. Each small, disciplined step made the mountain climb inevitable. The surprise: breaking big goals into tattletale-sized bits eliminates overwhelm, making discipline your rocket fuel instead of a cage. Discipline isn't just physical, it's mental fortitude. Jocko reveals how he builds a mind that won't quit, even when everything's against him, ready to armor your brain. During Iraq deployments, Jocko practiced a mental ritual. Before a mission, he vividly imagined every scenario, every danger, and every success. This mental rehearsal sharpened his reflexes and calmed his nerves. When chaos erupted, his mind wasn't starting from zero, it was battle-tested. This inside-out preparation turned fear into focus, leaving opponents and his own doubts behind. Your brain loves stories, and Jocko uses that. He talks about self-talk like a drill sergeant barking orders, firm, corrective, but motivational. When the mind says, "I'm done," that voice immediately counters, "Not today, you've got more." It's like programming software repeatedly until the default setting is "keep going," no matter what. Most avoid suffering, but Jocko flips the idea. Seeking discomfort strengthens endurance. He trains in brutal conditions because he knows pain is a teacher, not a jailer. This mental refrain, embrace hard, embrace growth, makes you immune to the excuse monster. When life gets messy, your mental fortress holds tight instead of crumbling. Jocko's mantra isn't just about willpower, it's forged in sweat and muscle. Physical discipline fuels mental discipline. Let's unpack how moving your body unlocks unstoppable force. One morning, Jocko dragged himself out of bed at 4:30 a.m., training a weighted run, swim, weights, repeat. That choice to rise before comfort shaped every hour that followed. Early mornings aren't glamorous, but they're sacred, a daily victory that sets your whole day on lockdown. Over years, this built a momentum machine, unstoppable and consistent. Combat stress. Jocko counters it with physical stress. Grueling workouts, cold exposure, deliberate discomfort, all these condition body and mind to stay calm under fire. Think of it as rehearsal for life's chaos. When real stress hits, you respond with clarity because you've physically practiced staying cool. Routine isn't boring, it's armor. Jocko's day is mapped in blocks: eat, work, train, sleep, repeat. This structure lifts him above distractions and chaos. It doesn't restrict, it frees him to focus on what matters because the hard stuff is already handled automatically. That's discipline becoming freedom in real time. Here's the secret sauce. Discipline isn't just zombies and drill sergeants. It lives in your tiny daily choices that snowball into radical change. Jocko's philosophy rewires how you see these moments. Jocko tells a story of a midnight snack craving. It's easier to cave to temptation, but he trained himself to choose the hard right, a protein shake instead of chips. These micro decisions stack up. Winning isn't the big event, it's the thousands of moments you say, "No, I'm stronger." That's where true discipline colonizes your life and rewires your brain. Accountability is brutal but freeing. Jocko insists, no excuses, no blame. After a failed mission, he owned every mistake publicly. This transparency created trust and deeper discipline, holding the team tighter. Taking ownership means you steer your boat, not drift with the current, an agonizing but empowering practice. Rest often gets the short end of the stick in productivity talk, but Jocko argues for strategic rest. It's not loafing, it's planned recovery to sharpen the mind and body. Think of rest as sharpening your sword. Without it, discipline decays. With it, you fight at full strength every time. Remember that freezing 4:30 a.m. wake-up from the opening scene. Now you see it's not torture but ignition, a constant reminder that discipline unlocks freedom. Jocko's method isn't about harsh rules. It's a mindset that rewires your brain and body, turning resistance into energy and chaos into clarity. So tonight, set your alarm a bit earlier or tackle one tiny task immediately instead of postponing. Try choosing the hard right over the easy wrong just once. That's where change begins, and where discipline truly equals freedom. Subscribe for more book summaries like this one.